everyone, welcome to today's episode of the Technicolor Mike B Show. Yes, hello everyone, we are live on YouTube, and I am the host, Technicolor Mike B. So yeah, we're trying to do a Christmas in July theme for most of the episodes between now and the end of the month, or at least the 25th. Came up with a bunch of designs. Some of them are sort of like today's, only tangentially qualify as Christmas, since I chose the Ice Dragon. Yes, the Ice Dragon. And, yeah, my story is the Ice Dragon lives at the North Pole, and it helps Santa Claus camouflage his compound by covering it in ice so no one realizes that Santa Claus is there, and makes the land around it so inhospitable that no one would try to cross the land to explore it any further. So yeah, that's how I'm calling this a Christmas in July theme, the Ice Dragon from the North Pole. Yep, no one's ever seen it because, well, it is just there to hide and make sure no one visits the North Pole and Santa Claus. So yep, that is my story, and I'm going to stick with it. So yeah, we have a dozen Christmas-ish designs coming up. Some of them will be the traditional Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Others might be polar bears and puppy dogs with Santa hats, and yeah, just about anything else that I thought I could twist into a Christmas theme. So this was today's design sketch for the Ice Dragon. I changed it up a little bit in the implementation. At least I changed up the forehead area. I didn't like the shape of it before, so I gave it a slightly different shape. This was the earlier drawing of it, where I thought it was looking too skeletal and small, so yeah, so I upgraded the size, gave it the lower jaw, and the teeth, or the blackness, the darkness inside the mouth, or the blueness. So yeah, that is today's dragon design. Based on the sketches that I made. So yes, we have jokes about ice cream, ice skating, the Ice Age, anything that fits the Ice Dragon theme. And I believe all of today's jokes come from punstoppable.com. Yes, punstoppable.com. And we're going to make an Ice Dragon balloon. And though I have a basic idea of what I want it to look like, this is going to be something on the fly, something not created before, at least not entirely. So yeah, we're just going to mess around with balloons and see if my design concept works out. So let's get started. Let me back up, grab some of the balloons. Those two, because I have the colors in here. Yeah, I guess I should have grabbed the balloons that I was definitely going to use beforehand, but yeah, sometimes we aren't thinking that far in advance. So we'll just put a few balloons in there. And I know I have a few more whites in here. So yeah, that should be enough balloons. If not, well, they're just right there. So I can grab the pump, get it positioned, and let's get started. What is a vampire's favorite flavor of ice cream? Yes, if you're gonna have a vampire and he's eating ice cream, which flavor does he want. Let's see. Over. Yeah, we'll go that big. And we'll grab the next. Oh, what is the vampire's favorite flavor of ice cream? That is your vanilla. Yes, your vanilla. Where do people go to learn how to make ice cream? Yeah, I remember as a kid we went to our, well, we called them aunt and uncle, but they weren't really related. They were just sort of my parents' best friends. And I gotta figure out which direction. That's the direction it was on. They weren't really our aunt and uncle, but we called them that, and we made ice cream at their house. They had the old ice cream churn that we got to use to make the ice cream. I think we only did it once, and that was the only time I've ever made homemade, make-it-yourself ice cream. All the other times, I just buy it from the store pre-made. It's so much easier that way. So much less work, let me tell you. But if you want to learn how to make ice cream, if you don't have a friend who can do it for you and teach you, you could always go down to Sunday school and learn there. Yes, you can learn how to make ice cream at Sunday school. If your kids don't like going to Sunday school, just tell them, well, maybe this week you'll learn how to make ice cream. Yeah, we know it's not real, but yeah, you can tell them that, and maybe they will be more excited to go. Whoop! Start over. That balloon didn't like what I was doing. We go faster now that I figured out the first step. So I built a house of ice. What do I say when people ask, will it fall apart? No, it won't fall apart, but if it does, don't worry, I glue it back together all the time. Yes, if it falls apart, I glue it back together. That's what you do when you have a house of ice, you glue it. Okay, let's see if we can do this without popping the balloon this time. What would you call a sword made of ice? Yes, a sword made of ice. Well, if you were familiar with King Arthur and his legends, that sword would be, and that's not the side I want to put that on, is it? Let me figure this one out again. No, I did it in the wrong spot. These balloons aren't working out for me. I guess I should have practiced this one. So we'll start with another one. Take 3. Well, yes, the sword made of ice is your Excalibur! Yes, your Excalibur! Okay. So going up, across, and back. Okay. Is that not what I did? No, it's not what I done. Okay, let's try this one again. What do you get when you send a saxophonist back in time to the Ice Age? Yes, you send the saxophonist back in time to the Ice Age. Well, that's where you get your cool jazz music. Yes, some cool jazz music. I don't know if the saxophone likes it or not. It's back in the Ice Age. He's all alone. The only one, all he can do is play some music. But hey, we'll enjoy listening. Okay. Just that. So there we have back to where we were on that first balloon before it popped. So yeah, we're trying to make it a little blue, a little white, and see what we can come up with. What did they call the art of meditation back in the Ice Age? Yes, if you're in the Ice Age and practicing your meditation, what were they calling it? Well, that was your Frozen. Yes, your Frozen. It was very popular at the time. There wasn't much else to do back in the Ice Age besides practice your Zen. Well, there we have a head. We can give it some eyes. Just enough blue on it to give it the same ice effect. Probably could have done a blue eye, but I don't have light blue round balloons. So we'll probably have to give it the impressive forehead. What is the similarity between the Titanic movie and the movie The Sixth Sense? Yet the similarity between Titanic and The Sixth Sense, well, that would be icy dead people. Yes, icy dead people. Oh, or is it I see dead people? I don't know. Icy dead or I see dead. Either way, that is the similarity. Why shouldn't people go ice skating on their first date? No, don't try ice skating on your first date. Just take my word for it. It isn't the right way to break the ice with someone that you just met, because, well, if you break the ice, the other skaters might get upset. They really don't want you breaking the ice. So don't do that on your first date. Yeah, leave it for your second or third date. I don't know. It needs some artwork to define the shape a little better, I think. Yes, artwork will do it for me. But yeah, I said that this was a first attempt at this design. It might be the last attempt as well. So there is its head. We have to give it a cool body. Why couldn't anyone hear the melting iceberg on the radio? Yes, the melting iceberg was trying to talk on the radio, but no one could hear it, or at least not very well, because it just kept breaking up. Yes, that melting iceberg just kept breaking up. That's what melting things do. They just break up into pieces. What happened when someone tried to sabotage the ice carving competition? Yes, someone was trying to sabotage the ice carving competition, but the police got there just in time, and when they saw what was going on, they yelled, "Freeze!" Yes, they yelled freeze, and I don't know if the ice was going to cooperate or not, but that's what they did. They said, "Freeze!" Okay, so its head is a little bit large compared to the body, but here we have our baby ice dragon's body. We can give him some wings, and this time we can go darker with the dark blue. What do you call melted ice cream? Yes, what do you call melted ice cream? Well, that would be just water cream. Yes, water cream. It's no longer ice, it's just water. So the other day I was on Facebook, and one of the summer camp programs I went to as a kid, they're doing their online, and they had a message posted that they were going to teach people how to make it said ice cream, bread, and butter. And I asked the question, is that ice cream, comma, bread, comma, butter? Or is that ice cream, bread, and butter? Where ice cream bread was one thing, and they said it was ice cream bread itself, that's something real. I guess you make it out of melted ice cream. And you must add some flour or something to it. So here is our flying ice dragon. We need the eyes so he can have some shape, so you can see where his head is. So there we give him a big eye. Let's give him one on the other side. So since I'm done with the jokes, I guess I could go on to just talking. So yeah, I got up, woke up this morning before the alarm went off, and I looked at my phone, and the phone, I charged it last night, it was like at 80% before I went to bed. I knew that specifically because the phone had like discharged awful suddenly the other day, and I was paying more attention to it. But when I got up this morning, the phone was at 1%, and I'm like, oops. So even though the alarm wasn't ready to go off, and I wasn't going to just sit there in bed and play on my phone with the battery almost dead, so I went to charge the phone and got up. So I was up earlier than normal, had breakfast, and I was like, well, I could start working early. There is our dragon with a head, and let's see if I have some balloons. I do have balloons, but do I have ones I like? I can give him more horns. Yeah, I got up early, and I decided, well, since I'm up and instead of going to work, I will do my daily bike ride in the morning before it got hot. And I had about 45 minutes before I was supposed to start working. And I thought, well, I'll go out for about a 25 minute bike ride, nothing too long, have time to cool off. Yeah, about what was like halfway to where my destination had been planned for the day, for the route. I looked at my watch and it was already 20 minutes into the ride, and I wasn't there yet. And I said, well, alright, I still had 45 minutes, so I could do it. Yeah, it wasn't the smartest move, I guess. The route I was taking took me on a road, a somewhat busy 2-lane road. It doesn't have a sidewalk to ride on. Even at 7:30 in the morning, there was a lot of traffic, so I don't like riding on busy streets, especially 2-lane roads where if cars are coming in both directions, they have to wait to get past you. I don't like driving past bikers, so I figured they probably don't like riding past me. So there is our dragon. We gave it some blue horns to match his blue wings. So yeah, this was only 3 attempts to get it. First time doing this design. Have a pile of popped balloons. One popped and one I put in the wrong spot, so I just started over. So yeah, so I kept riding, and then I got to the point where I'm supposed to turn, and I'm thinking in my head, because I've never ridden this on my bike, that, well, if I go straight, I can take the next turn as well. Well, that was, if I took this turn, then I could skip the next turn and go beyond it, but no, so I should have turned, but I kept going straight thinking I was somewhere else, and the further I went, like, I don't remember seeing all these buildings on this street before. And it's just, well, maybe because I've never ridden it on a bike, it's just a different perspective, and then I realized, oops, I was going the longer way. So in the end, it wound up being about a 6-mile bike ride that was supposed to just spend 20-25 minutes. It was 45-50 minutes, so twice as long as I was anticipating. My legs were rubber by the time I got home. But yeah, I made it home. That's the good thing. And I went on to Google to view the map, and it was the longest bike ride it's recorded so far. Although I was looking at the maps that Google said, and it had a lot of corners that were cut, so I guess its GPS location wasn't perfect for the last 10 days of riding my bike. Then at lunchtime, I decided I was going to go out to one of the chicken places and go through the drive-thru. And that was sort of at the one of the points at the start, or it was really the end of my route from the morning. And I decided, well, you know, I could really use the time to give the car a ride around the block, since I haven't ridden it since last Thursday, haven't gone anywhere. So I drove the reverse of the route that I had ridden in the morning. So I rode 6 miles in the morning, and then I gave my car a 6-mile workout doing the same route, but in reverse. So yeah, that was my detour of the day, because I wasn't really thinking, where am I and which road do I need to turn. But that's why I'm finding riding a bike, I know the general community. I'm in a homeowners association that has 5,000 to 6,000 homes, so it's huge. And there's a lot of neighboring properties as well. Yeah, but I guess I never realized how much tree preserve, wetland, creeks, ponds, and other places our community has. There's a lot of places where if you want to go east and west, well, you have to either go north half a mile to go that way, or you go south half a mile to go that way. So yeah, well, and once you're on the other side of whatever that is, you're gonna be stuck going the mile to loop all around it. So yeah, we have a lot of streets, and they do go through, but not all of them go through, and I don't know all the street names and which ones go through. None of them, like when I grew up in the Chicago area, streets were like in the city of Chicago, you'd have 12 streets that go north-south and 12 streets that go east and west, and you could pick any north-south street and go north, turn a block, and then continue back north on another street. Around here we have streets that zigzag and dead end and loop back on themselves. So yeah, I've found that I've thought, okay, I'm going to head west, but the street's curves and suddenly it's going north, and next turn I'm making, I'm thinking I'm turning north, but I'm already going north, so now I'm going east. And so yeah, you have to pay more attention especially when you're just doing it by your head, and it's like, well, I think this goes through. The other day I was heading towards the high school and wound up on a street that I didn't know it just didn't lead out. Yeah, so I've gone on several loops and places where things didn't go the direction I thought they would. But I'm getting out after 3 months of sitting at home, and my most exercise has been walking up and down the stairs to refill the water bottle or something. The last 10 days I've been riding the bike, 20 minutes at least, 45 minutes like today. Getting that exercise, so it's good to get out. I have a kayak that arrived on Saturday. Hopefully I'll get the roof rack so I could put it on the car and take it out. But my hope is this weekend I will be going kayaking, so another way to get some exercise and just get out of the house. And I guess we're almost at, well, we're over 27 minutes. We have this cool dragon. I need to take pictures of it. I need to check on the dinner and stir it once or twice. So I guess we shall end today's episode. Let me just put the balloons aside. Scoot forward. Give our dragon a nice 360. Got the wings. Got the tail, has 3 horns. We're practically twins. So, we shall end this episode. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye. As I've mentioned before, if you have a design request, something you'd like to see me tackle, leave a comment, let me know, and we'll see if we can get to it. I'm still working on finding out when I could do that dolphin. I don't know if it's going to fit any of my Christmas in July themes. So, see you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. This is Technicolor Mike B signing out.